back today, guys, to the channel, Shannonville Motorsports Park, and today we're going to be going through some of the footage that I had from the Saturday, the June 8th that just passed, and it was a great day. It was a lot of fun. It was a hot day, but I brought snacks, man. I got some water, right? I came prepared a little bit. The only thing that next time, though, I'm thinking about getting a nice little tent to cover for some shade when you're not on track and, you're changing tires, you're just kind of relaxing. Definitely would be nice to have. I kind of wanted to go through with you guys today and just, talk about the footage that I got.
Oh.
Got enough sparkles.
Right?
Is that wrap or paint?
Wrap.
They're getting so good with the wrap.
I know. It's just the mirrors. Don't look at my mirrors.
Yeah, no, just fine.
So this was run one of the day. It's my very first one. Extremely nervous out here. Just drove 3 hours to get here. Praying the car does not break on any of these runs. And right there you can kind of see me a little bit timid. I didn't want to go too hard on the first run because I kind of wanted to get a nice little baseline. And I was extremely happy with the way the car performed on the first run. I was actually holding some really nice second gear transitions throughout there. And for the most part, it was a fairly good run. I did understeer right there once. I just kind of, swung it out with the throttle once again. Now you will notice I got a nice little helmet cam on there with my GoPro Session and my Race Equip gloves, man. Both of them got off Amazon, I think 2 days before the event. Got the prime shipping and right to the door, man. And thankfully the helmet did fit perfectly. I got the large on there. I read a couple of reviews, said to go one size up, so I got the large. And thankfully I did because we needed one to get out there for that day, right? So it was definitely mandatory. Thankfully I did have one, and now I have one for future events. And it's just, obviously, it's so much better footage. Right there I overcooked that second gear, just trying to throw it in with a little bit too much weight and momentum and not enough handbrake. And that's kind of what I did learn very early, was to try to grab the handbrake. I don't have a lot of handbrake experience. I know it's not something that you want to start learning. But for the most part, though, I just wanted to see how the car was going to react. And that was really my goal of the day, was just, see how the car was going to react underneath different techniques and, different things that I were trying to do. But at the same time, though, the day was going by so fast. And, when you're in there, it feels like you're only there for 30 seconds. But, you're out there for almost 3 minutes or so, right? So it's definitely a very, exhilarating feeling when you're out there. And, the time can fly, and you can just, your whole goal can go right out the window so fast. So you really got to be just patient, and if you spin it, just get right back into it, but let the tires cool down. That was something that I tried to do this time around. Last time, right, I was just so crazy with it, I just kept going. I was pretty excited, having fun. So this time around, just a little bit more cautious with the tires. But I did want to yank the handbrake a few times and just see how it would actually feel underneath, sideways momentum and stuff like that, disengaging the clutch or re-engaging. Because this is really the first time I've had to experience any of this, right? The first time out there, I was mostly in second gear, didn't really get too many second gear drifts, and when I did, it was just a complete circle. So I was very happy with the first run out there, just considering with everything that, I've done to get up to this point, with the seat install, with the harness bar install, right? Just a lot of work and time, and when to see it all come together and actually work, there's no better feeling for sure. Now, huge shout out to Chris for holding the camera all day for me. If you guys don't know, he's actually the owner of that Toyota Corolla right there. Super clean and standard. One of a very few in Canada, I do believe. I'm not going to say the exact number, but there's not a lot of them. That's all I know.
Nice transitions.
Run number 2 here, and the goal of this one, same as the last one, man. Figure eights, try to keep it consistent, and don't spin it. That was the main goal of the day. So right here, again, I just try to keep the momentum off the line, just, trying to learn how to swing it, and, just trying to get into gear faster as well, too. That's one of the biggest things, just trying to get into gear faster and smoother. I was noticing a couple of these clips, I was just kind of dumping the clutch a little bit too hard in second and causing the tires just to spin out and oversteer, right? So could have happened right there, but a lot of the times, it's just nice to have footage to go back and learn what you did or, didn't do on that run. That clutch, right? That second gear just popped right out on me, unfortunately. But I do have a stock clutch. It's 162K on the car, so it's definitely going to be needing a new clutch at some point. I'm definitely down to get something very soon. Now right here you can see me starting to get a little bit more comfortable trying to throw the wheel this time around, just because I'm not carrying that much amount of speed on these few runs. And that's actually, you know, one of the things that I did notice was, you know, I'm just coming in sometimes way too aggressively on the rev limiter, just kind of, you know, really hot on the transitions. You got a lot of momentum. You got to adjust it with the handbrake to try to correct that line. And, you know, that's just things that you'll learn as you drive more and more. But I'm excited to just, you know, progress from here on out and, you know, actually get on the track and have some purpose, right? It's fun doing this, but when you don't have a cone or anything to aim for, it's just a bunch of random transitions, just, you know, trying to hold that second gear. And, you know, because of the fact that I'm not aiming for anything technically, it kind of makes it harder in that aspect. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but regardless, I'm excited to get on a track and actually run some sections. Obviously, you know, I was going pretty quick out there, but I wasn't, right? I can only imagine, you know, trying to drop into a third, fourth gear. It's pretty wild, man. It definitely is. You got to know what you're doing, and that's why they want to make sure you can do these figure eights before you actually hit the track, which, right, it makes sense.
Bro.
My man Andrew, he made it to the track. He had a couple car issues that day, unfortunately. Blew his head gasket first run out. But just huge shout out to him for making it that day. Trying at least, right? You got to try, and it could have happened to any one of us, right? You don't know what's going to happen when you get out there. You really don't until you're out there. And that's one of, you know, the scariest things about doing this is, you know, you're putting your car in the line, and if you don't have any other way to get home, you're going to have a long tow truck ride back, right? It's going to definitely suck. This run here, it drove me nuts, man. My center console was left up. You see that right there? Oh my God, I hate seeing that up. I really do. Right here though, doing another handbrake, just trying to get used to it again. I will say the only thing that's really left to do on the car, I feel like, is a nice clutch setup on there, cut some of the extra weight in the back, and also get 4 new burners for the car. Obviously, I got these shitty white winter wheels on the rear end, man. I actually had my buddy's girl come out there and take some really nice professional shots of the car, and I got these shitty white wheels on the car, man. But right, it looks good sideways. The smoke covers them sometimes. But I definitely want to, you know, get something a little bit nicer on the back. And right there, sometimes I just had grip on the front, sometimes I didn't. I don't know. I'm going to kind of, you know, look into what I have on the front end on these Falcons on the works and maybe see if I can get something a little bit stickier maybe. Other than that, I'm looking to also do the angle kit. I know a lot of you guys are talking about that. I do have the PBM angle kit, but I think I'm going to go a different way on the car. I think it's going to be a little bit cheaper. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier to install, and that's the GK Tech angle kit for the G35. So that actually just extends your original knuckles that you have instead of replacing them. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Also too, probably an oil cooler, and I do need to fix my power steering line. I do believe this event just kind of killed my line again and cracked a leak. It's been leaking in my garage now for the last 2 days, man. Thankfully, the leak is done, but I'm going to have to fill it before I take it in to go get it fixed. But I think, right, all that kind of, you know, just angling out transitions and just kind of work the power steering enough to just either open up the hole that I already had again and cause the leak to start. But it was leaking, I do believe, at the track because we were looking to see who was leaving the puddle at the pit lane, and I do believe somebody else was leaking. But I think my power steering line was also leaking for a good chunk of the last end of the day there. So, right, I had a lot of fun though regardless. The car made it home safe, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, man. If I can get there, bring my tires, bring my wheels, and go home on the same car, right, I'm pretty happy about that, man. Let me know your thoughts down below, how you like the G so far. I will be posting these clips separately on my Instagram, so if you guys are not already, Peter2003 G35. I know, it's tacky as hell, man. I need to change it pretty soon. But I did make something here. I kind of used some angles that I had. I think you guys are going to like it. Check this out.
Spencer did the same thing. It made a humming noise.
Oh, I thought it was like the Diff humming or something.
No. It's like this stock wastegator or something. It makes this weird noise through the exhaust.
And that's pretty much all the footage that I have. This is our last run out. Chris here, he did some nice little in-car footage here, and it kind of reminded me of a throwback to the Ryan Turk video that I made a while back, right? When I was filming Ryan Turk, now I've finally got my car ready, and I'm at the stages of actually being able to get on the track here and get sideways with a bunch of buddies and just have some fun, push the car to its limits, and just, you know, be safe and try to do it in the most controlled way as possible, and, you know, just learn as I go and just, you know, take every opportunity that I have, learn from it, and just move forward. And hopefully the G holds on. You know, worst case scenario, the motor blows on me next week, I'm dropping a V8, man. I'm doing it. I'll pull it Evan Shanks, but it's a G35, right? So it's a little bit different. That's pretty much it though for today, man. That's all the footage that I got. Huge thank you for watching today. Don't forget to slap that like button. And of course, we'll be back here tomorrow with the Forza Horizon 4 Lego expansion, man. The next track day, hopefully very soon. Like I said, it was a full day, man. It was a full day event. I got up at 8, got home at 9:30 p.m. Right? It's crazy, man. But it's all worth it though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.